Hi, it's Matthew Dixon of MindAid.ca. I phoned charitywater.org to ask if what their criteria is for choosing groups, local groups in developing countries to work with to drill wells. I want to see how they choose groups. The nonprofits I steer people towards at MindAid.ca to help people with mental health in developing countries. I'm not an official charity evaluator, rating agency, and I've put these nonprofits that I've found online on my website. I don't know 100% for sure that all of them are fantastic. I just assume that. There's a risk involved. I guess there's a risk in no matter anything you give money to. Anybody anywhere can go corrupt at any moment. But I'm comfortable with the groups I do have up there, the 10 nonprofits. There are others in the resources section of the site. I put more groups there that you can't necessarily donate to, but they are helping with mental health care in developing countries. The 10 I've got there to donate to, I'm comfortable with them. They have a decent presence online. They're talked about in other social circles in this world of developing mental health in developing countries. I'm just curious to see what Charity Water has to say about what's their process for uh, when they go to because they use local groups where they go. Like if they're in Uganda, for example, they would use a local company that drills wells or rainwater harvesting or other ways to get people clean water. And I'm curious, how do they choose them? So I phoned them today. They said to send them an email with with the questions. So I'll send that off here soon and see what they say. And anyway, I phoned a nonprofit in Maine, in the United States, and I phoned a couple in New Brunswick here, where I am in Canada, about getting them to have getting a donation button set up for MindAid so that people could donate money. The foundation, whether it's one in the state, one of the ones that I've called here, the foundation would handle the money for me. It would go through them, and they would disperse the money to the 10 nonprofits for MindAid. It would give that way I wouldn't have to become a nonprofit. I may still become a nonprofit someday, or a charity, or a social business, but this would be a way to make me look more professional, for lack of a better word, or at least getting money going through money I could keep track of. I don't know how much money people have raised for the 10 nonprofits since I've been talking about them the last 5 years. I don't know what money's gone through. I don't know what kind of an impact I've had, so I could track my impact as well. I I don't know. I may take 0%. I know the foundation would have to take a small fee for doing the service of handling the money and dispersing it. I don't know if I would just say 0% for me, or if I would take a small percentage. I'm not sure. If I can get enough speaking opportunities, I may take zero for now. And I mean, even if I take like 1%, um, if I make if I get people donating $100,000 over the next year, which would be great. I don't know if I'd have that kind of reach or that kind of numbers donating, but 1% of 100,000 is $1,000, so it's not a ton of money over a year, and for me to eat off of. So I might just keep it at zero for now, and if it gets bigger in the years to come, I may take a small percentage to live off. I don't know. We'll see. And anyway, this is all just musings on my part. I'm waiting to hear back from the nonprofits. One got back to me today saying it's out of their wheelhouse. I'm waiting to hear back from another one here. So the one in Maine, a bit more hopeful for that one. Anyway, that's the latest. Talk to you later.